Happy Friday. It's Jen with Polk County Public Libraries here for your Friday Adult Virtual Program. Just want to remind everyone we will be closed Monday for Memorial Day, so we will not be doing curbside service that day. So enjoy your long weekend and stock up today on books and movies and board games. Did you know that we have board games in our collection? Board gaming is one of my passions, and we added around 20 or so games to our circulation since February. So you can check out a board game and take it home to play with your family and friends this weekend. So I'm going to tell you guys how to play a game called Codenames. This is actually a pretty easy game. It does suggest that it's for ages 14 and up. It's easy to play, but it does require some thinking. So it says ages 14 and up. And it's best for at least 4 players, but you can play with a lot more than that. So what you're going to do is you're going to get into 2 teams. And kind of the story behind the game is that each round, one person on the team is the spy master, and they're trying to give clues only to their team members so that they will guess the correct words. So before you begin the game, you lay out 25 of these cards, and they each have a word on them. So for example, some of the words are iron, Hollywood, snow, flute. So there'll be these 25 cards laid out. There'll be 2 teams, and each team will have a spy master for that game. So the spy masters will be looking at this key. So there are lots of different cards here, lots of different keys. You're just going to select 25 random cards and 1 random key each game. All right, so the first thing on the key, you'll notice a color around the outside. It's either blue or red. There's a blue team and a red team. So this key has blue on the outside. That means the blue team goes first, and the blue team has 9 clues. The red team has 8 clues. So out of the 25 words, the blue team has 9, the red team has 8. There are 7 that are considered neutral, and then there is 1 absolutely forbidden. If anyone guesses that word, the game automatically ends. So when you're the spy master, you're looking at this key. You'll line it up with the cards, and you'll see what your 8 or 9 words are. You want to have your team members guess your team's words before the other team does. You don't want them to guess the other team's words, because then they get those points. They get ahead of the game. You don't want them, it's okay really if they guess the neutral words, but it's not great. And if they guess the 1 forbidden word, then you automatically lose. So this game that I've laid out, the forbidden word is square. So you want to be sure that any clues you give could not have them ever guess the word square. And the words, so I'm going to pretend I'm the spy master for the blue team. So the blue team's words are Saturn, iron, beat, bed, snow, ray, Hollywood, sock, and flute. All right, so I'm going to give my team a 1-word clue, and then I'm going to get them a number. And that number is how many of our words correspond with that clue. So, let's see. It's really hard. So you usually want to say a word that corresponds to more than 1 clue, so you can kind of get ahead of the game, because whoever does it, whoever guesses all of their words first wins. So you take turns. So if I was a spy master right now for the blue team, I don't know what the words are, but maybe I would say alien, 3. Then my team would kind of talk amongst themselves. The spy master can only say those words, and then they would point to the word on the cards that they think most matches up with the clue, which is alien. If they're right, I would put a blue card if it was a blue team's word, a red card, a neutral, or hopefully it's not the forbidden word. Then it will pass to the red team. They'll give a clue and a number, and so on until one team has found all of their words. So I don't know if I explained it that well. It might sound a little complicated, but it's actually a pretty easy game to play. The hard part is thinking of ways to connect the words to give your clues. And of course, to guess what words are connected to that clue you gave. So, of course, don't worry. There are directions in the box. So you don't even really have to watch this video. I'm just trying to get you excited about the board games we have, and this is a really fun one to check out. It's a good one because it can play any number of people, so it's good for bigger groups. So I would say at least 4. 4 to 8 is probably the best amount. This game is awesome, so it's currently checked out. I brought this one from home, but you can put a hold on it and you can be the next one to get it. And I'm also going to briefly tell you about a few of the games we have checked in right now, in case you want to get one today. So one we have checked in is called Milbourne's, probably not pronouncing that correctly. This is another fun one that all these games I own at home and I've played many times. This is a card game. It's recommended for 2 to 6 players. I would say 2 to 4 because when you get up to 6, you're actually put in teams. And it's for ages 7 and up. So you're trying to be the first team to reach 1,000 miles. So there's different cards in here that give you speed limits, that might give you a flat tire. So you're kind of trying to hurt your opponents by giving them a flat tire or making them get in a car accident, while at the same time you're getting these cards that have numbers on them to try to get up to 1,000. So it's a pretty quick game, around 20 minutes, and that's something fun for the family and for younger kids too, since it's ages 7 and up. Next we have Forbidden Island. This is for ages 10 and up. It takes around 30 minutes and is for 2 to 4 players. This is a cooperative game. So one person doesn't win. Everyone wins or everyone loses. You're all working together. So if you have some competitive people in your family, or you guys are the kind that flip over the Monopoly board when you get mad, this is the game for you. Less fighting. So there's also cards. There are 4 different treasures in this box. So you guys are working together to try to get the treasures before the island floods. That's the story behind this game. So that's a fun cooperative game. And then the last one is Burger Up. I'm going to be doing a demo about this a little bit later, but we have this for checkout right now. Another fun one. Let's see, it takes about 45 minutes. It's for ages 14 and up, and it's 2 to 4 players. So you're building burgers. And this is a fun themed one. You can have a burger night at home while you play it. There are burgers you can earn that have different toppings. So you have to buy the toppings and put your burgers together to be the best restaurant burger maker and win. All right, so those are 3 we have right now. Burger Up, Forbidden Island, and Milbourne's, and Codenames is the one I told you about that you can put on hold. Hope you guys have a great Memorial Day weekend.